When a coach shares film with us, we get one main set. We can copy that, but typically we don't copy it. We just make shortcuts, as they're called. So here we have an example where we received a Smith Valley versus Steel game, and it's named West. So this is the master playlist, if you will, over here. All these plays are on this playlist. So what happens is, when you create something like I created over here, this list is really just shortcuts to the main list. So any notes I make on these plays in my playlist from the main list will also show up on the main list, and vice versa. So if I go to the main video for play 11, which is on my shortcut playlist right there, Dave MCC notes, if I make notes here, they will also show up on Dave MCC notes for the plays that are on that playlist. And so the notes now, let's go to the notes. A little digression here, if you will. When you make notes on a play, such as I made right here, in order to share those notes with somebody, I always just click on all the plays just to be sure, because it's a little confusing. All the plays I want to share the notes on, right? All right. Then I go up here, because they've already, in most cases, they already have the video, they just don't have my notes. So then I click share. I put their name over here, you know, West Crew, whoever. And then I say yes, in addition to the video, notes will be shared. And then I click share, and then they can see my notes when they come through this video. If they have access to this video, they can also see them there. Anywhere that play is shared that they can see it, they can see my notes. All right, so now, but the problem is, when they get a link, it's just going to be to this. What they're going to see is all the plays. What I do is, I make a playlist like this one over here with just my plays on it. And then I share this with them so they can tell which plays I want them to see specifically. These notes also show up on the master, like I said. So here's what I did for Larry. And this is how you can do it. If you get the plays you want to share, you click on. Now this is to make a playlist, okay? So just the plays you show up on a list. So there we go. I've took all the ones I want. Then I come over here and I say save playlist. And I give it a name. So it's already going to default to this pile of files right here. You just got to give it a new name. I always give my name Smith Valley versus Steel, and then the notes so they show up together. So we would just call this test, because I'm going to delete this in a second. Alright, so I've called it test, and I say playlist. Now it's going to go to the bottom. Later it'll sort when other people come in, and when you come back in, it'll be sorted alphabetically. Okay, this is not shared with anybody, so now I'm going to select all these plays. Bam. And I'm going to say share. And then I'm going to give it to them. Then they will get an email that says test. And then they can come in here test, and then they can see all my notes. Alright, now if you have a play you want to add to that playlist, right? You don't have to share again now. I'm pretty sure once you share this playlist, you only have to share it once. You just go in here and say, I have an added play. I want to add play 77. So I click here. All the plays I want. Let's just do two just to show you. They're both blue. They're both clicked. I click there and I drag it to test. Now when you click on test, you'll see instead of having 3 plays, we have 4 plays. Now if I don't want those plays in there, I can just go click, click, over here, delete clip. Yep, it's only deleting them from that playlist, not from everything. There they are gone. Again, if I want to share these just to be sure, you know, maybe they didn't see my notes, forgot, just share again, same people, they'll get an email, they can go in there and see them. Now, I don't like this test right here, and I created it. And I'm not sure you guys can delete these things, but there you go. I deleted that playlist. And all I did was get rid of the shortcuts. It doesn't do anything. The original film is still right here.